How are you all doing today, everybody? Artificial Dragon reporting, and this, unfortunately, will be my last video on this channel. For any old viewers who still watch my videos, or any new ones who have stumbled across this channel, this vlog is meant for all of you. When I first started this channel back in 2015, over 10 years ago, it was meant to be a platform where I could post Let's Plays during a time when an entire generation was inspired by PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and all the big Let's Players. Despite going through high school and several semesters of college, I still had a lot of fun recording Let's Plays and branching off into other types of videos like voice dubs, reaction videos, and some cringy attempts at Vocaloids. I even made connections with other Let's Players and content creators, collabing with them and forming friendships along the way. Those were the most memorable and chaotic years of my life, but over time, my motivation dwindled, slowly and subtly. It wasn't apparent to me at the time, but as we all know, a lot of things changed with the pandemic. I lost family, and I lost a part-time job as a filmographer at the university I attended. Things briefly became hopeful when I built my custom desktop with top-of-the-line specs and found more time to record. But by then, the spark for Let's Plays had mostly faded. There are still many series I haven't fully edited, let alone completed. I always knew my channel wouldn't reach over 1,000 subscribers overnight, but I never gained the traction I was hoping for. I also knew that, in this day and age, Let's Players are simply a dime a dozen. I got into it at the wrong time, and I needed a new outlet to exercise my creativity. And one day, I finally found it by starting my podcast. Can Mayonnaise Kill a Jedi? It was a spur-of-a-moment idea, mostly inspired by the Adeptus Ridiculous podcast, and I didn't think it would catch on. Little did I realize that this was the niche I had been looking for. Little by little, people became interested in this small series where my co-host and I discussed a franchise I've loved since I was 8 years old. By the time I record this video, the podcast had reached over 4K subscribers, and I could only hope it continues to climb from there. I didn't want to say goodbye, and for the longest time, neglected to tell my old viewers. Did I miss the days when I could sit in front of my computer, play games, and shout at the top of my lungs when I got jump scared? Yes, I always will. And I'll sometimes look back on those moments with fondness. Where did the years go? What changed? Why did it change? I'm not here to discuss the what-ifs, but I've come to realize that change is inevitable, and that's a good thing. I do not wish to privatize my old channel, but instead, keep it open for everyone to see. A time capsule of sorts for both old and new fans. In a sense, I've never truly been gone. I've always been here in another form, continuing to practice one of my passions. If you wish to support me, I encourage you to check out my podcast. Thank you for the support and for tuning in to this last vlog. And for old time's sake, fly with me, fellow dragons. Until next time.